Awesome. Good afternoon, everybody. Let's all turn on your camera for today's session. During all team meeting session, let's turn on the camera and give our full attention, because when you turn on the camera, you won't be going and do other stuff, multitask, and we can only focus on one thing at one time. Okay, so let's give 100% attention, because today's topic, it's going to be something that it requires practice over and over again. It might be something new for a lot of you guys. It's all about recruitment. Okay, how do you actually talk to your customers to recruit them from a customer towards your teammate? It requires certain skill sets, and how to talk to them. All right, so write down as many notes as possible today, and also listen carefully. Listen. Today's session is about listening as well. Listen to the keywords that the speakers are going to use today. Okay, how does the speaker ask the particular question? And also we have panels today to share with us as well. All right, so today's speaker, she is our very young Get team member, and she was recruited a lot of people, and built a bunch of supervisors, and also she always follow up, and then from the heart to heart talk, she was able to inspire people and show them a solution in achieving what they want in life through Herbalife Nutrition. All right, without further ado, let's welcome our Get team member, Coach Grace.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Hello, everybody. Now, today it's a story about recruitment itself, right? The topic about recruitment, right? So the goal here today itself is to help you, by the end of today's session, is to help you to help your customers to be part of your team without being super hard selling, okay? Now, so I just want to ask a simple questions over here. What are the common situations that you probably be thinking, as in like some of you guys probably be thinking, oh, I'm actually here to just earn some part-time income, probably not into recruitment yet, I'm just starting out. But to be honest, you can recruit people anytime, anywhere. But it's not about, oh, come join my team is the best team ever. If you were to say so, I'm not sure how many of them it's going to get attracted. But before I start off today's session itself, I just want to ask a simple question to everybody here. Why do you want to recruit, right? So just type in the chat box itself, and I would love to hear it from you. Why do you guys want to recruit, right? Now, I'm going to hear it out. We have about 61 packs. Minus me, there'll be 60 people over here. So I want to hear the answers from you guys. Why do you want to recruit? Jeannie say passive income. Wow. What about the rest? There should be at least 30 replies. No reply, no next slide. Dino say build team. Barry say give the same experience that I got during the challenge and make them feel good. Okay. Duplication, help others and my business to grow. Passive income, get more customer, help them to get fit. Build a strong team to grow team. Very good. Now, so a lot of you guys been saying that, oh, today I wanna recruit. It's actually because I wanna build a team, right? But here's the next question: why do you want to build a team? Why do you want to build a team? And why should they choose you, not over other people? So these are some thoughts for you to ponder inside your mind, okay? But I want to let everybody know over here, it's that today we want to recruit. It's also because, yes, some of you guys say it right. I want to duplicate myself. I want to be able to build royalties. I want to be able to build production bonus, because that is how the marketing plan be like. Just like the visuals over here, you want to not just have people over here on what you see, but also people across different globes where Herbalife is available as well, right? So that is what we want to do. But that aside itself, if you think from their perspective, and if you think and just look at what Herbalife truly is, the answer is, right, also because only you can help them, because you have this platform, you have Herbalife with you, and nobody else has it. Only you can show them the way on how things can be different, right? So that is why you are very important, okay? Good. Now, so by having that said itself, right, apart from wanting to earn money and all, now I want to give a very few frequent phase scenario that I used to face it in the past. I've been seeing people facing it, but maybe you guys face it as well. Okay, so if you guys face the challenge as well, I want you to type in the chat box and agree with me as well. Okay, now first off, maybe in situation where yes, you know, in Herbalife you have to recruit to grow the business, to build the business, to multiply your business itself, right? But what might happen is that my, you know, like sometimes when some of my customers, before I say all these things, they really say that my customer told me that, oh, she got financial issue right now, company is having pay cut, so I don't think I can use this nutrition. At certain situation like this, you'll be thinking, actually, like here we can teach you how to earn money, but how should I start off? How many of you guys face this situation? If you face it before, type 1. Cindy, it's like me. Exactly. Wow, okay, very good. Speak your, I can tell, I can read you guys, yeah? So that's the first situation. Now, what about the second situation? It's where, your customer knows Herbalife can earn money. She or he also saw like, oh, you've been posting up things or recruiting or expanding, but how come they never put it into a consideration one? Then you wonder. And then sometimes when you talk to them, it's like, yeah, I'm thinking like, should I join that? Should I do this? Should I change my job? I'll be like, yes, if this is your situation, type 2. Okay, no problem, Jasmine, be safe. So this is interesting, right? How come people know that here can earn money? Like it's a solution for them. Why are they not saying yes to this? Okay. Now, that's probably one of the situations. The third scenario is where my customer is currently enjoying the nutrition, love it so much. It's like, wow, I tell you, I'm going to drink Herbalife forever in my life. Full stop. Then you don't know how to respond. How? What to do? Type 3 if this is you and that you have actually experienced this before. Okay, I can see a lot of you guys have a lot of happy customers with you, which you don't know how to convert them, right? And then, of course, there's many more scenarios, but here's the last one that I figured, which is my customer automatically refer a lot of people over to me. But then I'm very scared, you know, if I tell her that you want to do Herbalife or not, and then she will like back off and stop referring to me. Has anyone has this situation? If this is some of the situations that you have actually probably experienced before, type 4. What do you know? Nicholas, Jane. Wow, you're very strong referrer. Okay, very good. Now, so sometimes, right, you know, in all this situation itself, it comes down to the point where you suddenly you will feel that you will feel scared or feel like very lost. I was like, okay, what should I do? Actually, I don't know what should I do. They didn't know Herbalife, ma. They know I'm a coach, ma. They know my story also, ma. Come, they like don't know how to respond one, right? But now here's something that I wanna share with everybody over here. Okay, all this situation or scenario that everybody here face, you can actually solve it by doing 2 things. Okay, you guys want to hear it? These 2 things, if you can master really, really well, I tell you, you can be recruit queen. Okay, if you want to hear it, I want you to type 6666. Okay, good. Now, so it can really, you guys can actually solve all these situations by practicing these 2 things over here. Number 1, very important, think with the end in mind, as in, what do you want to create out of it? What do you want to create? What sort of, when by the end of the conversations over here, or like when you look at your customers itself, right? What do you want to create out of it by the end of the day? Like where is the end of the tunnel be at? Okay, that's number 1. And number 2 is be an intentional storyteller. I think we have said so many times is that like Herbalife is really all about telling story and mastering how you guys can actually share your story itself. But I can share to you guys is that the reason why, like for me, I personally in the past have been like be able to convert people is because I just kept telling stories. It's not that I have a lot of superpower. It's not that I'm pretty, even though I am. But anyway, so, but I want to tell that it's all about telling stories, okay? Now, so few things I want everybody here to actually observe among your customers over here, okay? Number 1 is you want to think like, what is their hot button? what is the thing that is gonna make them to listen to you? It's like, okay, I'm up for it. Like, I'm up for it. Tell me. Okay, that's one thing. Second thing is you want to look at it. What are they looking in life? What is it missing out? Sometimes you can't guess it, right? But you can ask the right questions to get the right answers that you want. Okay. And the third one is you want to think what is missing out in their life. Okay. So later on, I'm going to share like a few scenarios, but basically these are a few things that you guys can observe. Like number one, like, do they have, if you can just, now when I say observe, right, literally everything about them. It can be the text that they send you. It can be the evaluations that you did with them. Like from the starting until now, you can observe like are there, how's their energy and things like that. And you can even see through their text, sense it through their text. Do they give you like a one foot stop reply, or do they engage with you? Or when you do follow-up call, and when you talk to them itself, like how is that, you know, what are things that is being surrounding them itself. Okay, so the first one we probably can look into, it's family, right? Family itself, like do they have like issues like quarreling and things like that? Of course, sometimes if you're not too close, maybe when you ask, it's a bit sensitive, but of course I think when you actually develop a better relationship with them, it is, you know, just ask them like, you know, what's going on? Is there anything that can actually support you? Yeah, but anyway, that's next. But I want you guys to look into these few things. First, family. Second is occupation. Are they experiencing some pay cut, salary cuts, retrenchments, and things like that? If they are not facing it, is their family members facing it? Okay. The third thing that you can look into is their life, their lifestyle. Are they broke? When I say broke, I don't mean like broke, no money, that broke. But I meant like as in, are they not living their life? Are they living the life that they are looking forward, right? And the next one is time. Okay, I think this is something that definitely everybody can really relate to, which is by the end of the day, right, do they actually have me time for themselves? So sometimes, right, their me time is just scrolling through phones and things like that. Sometimes I ask my customers, oh, you night time, what time you sleep? I say, oh, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Oh, you work until so late. No lah, that's the only me time that I have after my kids sleep. Yeah. So then itself, you know, they are looking for this. And last but not least is impact and purpose. Some people, they have everything in life already, but because they have everything in life, they would love to contribute, but they don't know where to contribute and they don't know how to contribute, right? So that could be one thing that you want to observe. Okay. Now, so again, two things: think with the end in mind and also be a good storyteller. So before we go through that thing, it's to think with the end in mind first. How to think with the end in mind? It's to observe, like, what are the things over here that they might be missing out. Okay. Now, so after that itself, I want to let everybody know is that actually every single time, like every single person, right, that you speak to, most of the time, right, they might be lost or they don't know what they are doing. They are just living or surviving, but they are not living their life to the fullest itself. It's like, oh yeah, I know, I wake up and I work, yeah, but they don't know where's the direction that they are heading towards. Yeah. So that is why all these things really matters. Okay, good. Now this part itself, do you understand? If you understand, I will click 7. If you don't understand, you can write down your questions. And then after that, we can come back to your questions itself. Okay, now, of course, now, so the part now that you understand in terms of like what your customers may potentially be missing out, the next thing is knowing how to go through it through the wellness expert way. Okay, now, so this is the part where I want to share with everybody a step-by-step customers to recruit method. Okay, now, first thing, like what I mentioned earlier, is to observe. Okay, now, so observe the way they talk, their energy, their emotions, their tensions, and whether they are present or not. Okay, the second will be, I'm going to go through each of it in detail, but I just want to share everybody the whole content first. Okay, then the second one will be follow-up call. So this follow-up call itself, or follow-up messages, basically the same, like it's meaning to say communicate with, when you're communicating with your customers, talk with the end in mind. Like, what do you want to create or what do you want to find out based on these conversations? Okay, don't just talk because of talk. Example like, oh, like, actually, what do you do? what's your hobby? Oh, I love to do that also. Oh, then what about your and then you know what I'm trying to say is in sometimes, right, you're not in control of your message. You're not in control of your conversations. You get dragged by your customers, especially if your customers are very talkative. And then suddenly you don't remember, actually, why do I call her again? Why am I having these conversations? Yeah. So you want to make sure that you don't sink too far away, but you come back, yeah, by remembering what sort of questions you want to ask. Okay. Yeah. Then the third one would be, now when we talk about what sort of questions, so this is the part where we are gonna talk. Okay, I wrote the wrong one, but it's FORM. Okay, FORM. So these are the guidelines that can actually help you to learn how to master and how to ask the right questions. Later, we're gonna have some practice over here together. Okay. Now, so yeah, questions and guidelines. Then the next one is to be after you observe, after you talk to them, after you ask the right questions. The next part is you want to show them the solution by telling stories. Okay. Usually I don't tell solution by just telling that, like, we are the best team ever. We are we are Herbalife. Herbalife is like the number one and things. Probably it doesn't attract people, right? But what you want to do is you want to tell stories that connects to the persons based on what the person share. Okay. And last but not least is invitation, because think with the end in mind. The end goal is probably the action point that you want this person to take is you want to invite them to HOM. So every single questions that you ask over here and every stories that you tell are basically directing towards the invitation to over here. Okay, good. Now, so observant, follow up, asking the right questions, telling stories, and then invite the person. This is the whole flow. I know it looks like a very long step, but actually all this thing can be done within 30 minutes or like an hour of conversations with your customer. Okay, good. Now, so let's start off with the first one itself, observant. Okay, now I don't have like crazy long slides so you guys can observe what I'm gonna share with everybody, but being observant basically is to observe every single thing, like their sensory. Okay, look at the way they talk, look at the way they sound, look at their energy level, look at their emotions, look at their attentions. Okay, like sometimes you will know one, like, is this person always in a rush? How do you tell a person is in a rush? Type in the chat box. I want you guys to type in, how do you tell a person that is always in a rush? Watching the clock, like that. Okay, they cut you off. Okay, that could be a very extreme way. What else? Short reply answer for the sake of replying. Yes, exactly. Delay or postpone call. Short message. Impatient. Wanting to know price. Okay. Eye contact, looking everywhere. Okay, keep you on hold. Very good. You're very observant. Yeah. So change subject maybe is because they don't like this topic lah. Okay, but maybe not in a rush. Sorry, very busy, looking for exit. Wow, this all you're very extreme. Do you guys really experience all this? Okay, so like for me, usually how do I tell my customer in the rush, right? Most of the time is where they were late a few minutes and then they will text in, oh, sorry, give me a minute. Yeah, something like that. So in a very polite way, they want to do the program. It's just that they are always in a rush. Okay, or sometimes they will be like, oh, yeah, shit, I forgot already, so sorry, like that. Then I know this person is having too much in mind. Okay, yeah. Now the next one, how do you tell your customer has good attitude? Type in the chat box. How do you tell a customer has good attitudes? What sort of symptoms or what sort of actions the person would take when they have good attitude? Always being grateful, always say thank you, listening, being punctual, respect, polite. He or she will be positive. Yeah. What else? Sometimes how I take note of my customer is that number one, you definitely feel good talking to them. You feel very good one. It's like you look forward towards their call with them. Yeah. And then the next situation, it can be like when you're typing like in messages, they have a lot of emojis one. Yeah. Or and then they are very polite and they have very good attitude. Yeah, the words, the emoji they use, they're very appreciative. Very good. Now the last one, Okay, I don't think this one needs symptom lah, huh? Do they blue tick you all the time? Basically, they do blue tick you lah, or they close their blue tick. You can't even see the reply. Okay, yeah. So these are the things that you want to take note. Okay, because by taking note of all these things, it's gonna help you to know what to say to them to spark them. Okay. Okay. Now, so this is the observant part. Okay, it's very simple. It's just observing people. Okay. The next one is about the calls or messages itself. Okay, I'm just gonna give a few simple example over here. So say for example, right now, when I run a follow-up call or like when I do a call with this person, right? Then I notice this person is always in a rush and everything else. Then what I can say to them, right, to really spark them or stop them for a while, it's that I would just let them know, actually, I noticed that you've always been in a rush. Is time usually an issue for you? Do you have too much on your plate? You can write down this, yeah? Yeah. Is time usually an issue for you? Do you have too much on your plate? 24 hours doesn't seem enough, right? Yeah, something like that. You want to be in a state where you agree with them, right? Where you sort of like understand them. Then they will feel that you're connecting with them. Then that's when they start listening to you. Then that's when they start to open up to you. Because, right, if this person is in a rush, right, then all you do is, never mind lah, I think you're also in a rush lah. Maybe we do the call next time lah. Bye-bye. Then what's gonna happen? Then this is gonna happen again and again and again. Okay. But what you want to do is you want to be firm and you want to find out more from them, right? Yeah. So these are one of the things that I would say. And then of course, if you notice this person has great attitude, right? Then you can just let them know. This is what I learned from Yen. I love your energy. Like, actually, what do you do? What do you work as? What do you do in life? You are so outgoing. You're so, you're so people person. Yeah. So these are the things that when you want to compliment, you compliment. When you want to find out, you just find out. Basically, it's to have some questions in your mind that, like, with this person having this sort of attitude, how can I help this person, right? So you don't know how to help them unless you ask questions. You cannot guess, right? So that's why you want to learn how to master asking the right questions. Okay, good. Now, and of course, if you notice that this person always blue tick you, then very simple. You just tell them that, hey, I just want to let you know that I'll always be here whenever you're ready. Yeah. And then some of my customers really do come back after I send this message. Yeah. So, and then, but I will still send from time to time. Yeah. But so the goal here is to let them know that this person, maybe she's really busy, maybe she's tired, maybe she doesn't want to do the program right now, but the goal here is you want to maintain the relationship with them. Okay. Yeah. So of course over here we talk a little bit about follow-up because it's pretty much relevant. Now, so the thing is that among first person, second person, and third person over here, right, which person are the potential persons to become part of your team or to recruit the person? The answer is 1 and 2, right? Maybe you'll be thinking, the first one, the person really very rushed, no time already. How to do a business? This business need a lot of time, need to go meeting, to go this, to commit a lot of things more. I don't think I should introduce this career or this business to this person. This person already got so much on hand already. She's like a mom, she's a property agent, she has a full-time job, she runs insurance, she sells stuff, right? Yeah. So that is why, like, number one over here, that is even more reason for you to talk about her blood, because this person has no time. If she has no time, means she needs time. It's something that you have. Why are you here again? Time freedom, financial freedom, right? So you want to think of this, because I noticed some of you guys over here, when you notice that this person is always like, like too much, then you don't want to talk about business to them. You just be my happy customer. Yeah, it's possible as well. Okay. Faris asked, how can we change number 3 to 1 and 2? Very simple. Number 3, this person is not ready to talk to you. Then you just need to let them know that whenever you're ready, I'm ready for you. Yeah, you cannot force a person that is not ready. A person can only talk to you when the person is ready, right? No point pulling a cow over to the tree when the person is not ready. You end up strangling her and strangling yourself. Yeah, strangling him or her. Okay, good. So this is pretty much a little bit about helping everybody to have like a blueprint in mind. It's a call with the end in mind based on what you observe. What do you think the person needs? And ask the right questions. Okay. Now, talking about questions itself, we're going into the third cycle over here. Okay. The third cycle over here is what we call FORM. Okay. Sorry, typo. FORM. So what does FORM stands for? It stands for family, occupations, recreations, and monetary. Okay. Or money. Okay. Now, so the goal over here is to be interested rather than interesting. Instead of you keep on talking in the call itself, you want to have that person to have most of the conversation and be a good listener and listen through and just keep asking the right questions. Okay, right. Now, so this is the part where we're going to have some role play. Okay, we're going to open up to the floor. We have 85 packs over here. So later on, I will just love and open up to the floor over here to just do a little role play together. Okay, but in a bit first. But I'm going to share with you guys some examples while you guys can type in as well. Now, so when we're doing follow-up call or when we're like just having some messages, right, or conversations together with our customers, we want to surround our questions within these few things itself so that we can find actually what's the button of this person, right? Then like first off, we can talk about family. So family questions can be like example like what? Type in the chat box. I want to hear it from you guys. Well, I give some examples as well. Family can be like, oh, what's your how many siblings do you have in your family? Are you the elders? I don't know. You just give me the feeling that you're the eldest. Are you the youngest? Are you the first? Are you what else? How young are your parents? And things like that. Right? So these are some sample questions. Hey, type the chat box there, only Ginny respond. What else? What other questions that you can ask surrounding family? Sample question, come on, pop up into the chat box. What are samples? Do you stay with your parents? What else? Come on, keep it coming. So that we can have a list of questions that everybody can screenshot and just pick it up. How many kids do you have? Very good. Do you have a big family? Are you married? Actually, married, I think when you do evaluation, you can tell already lah. What else? Come on, let's have more questions. Oh, you have a son. How young is he? Okay. Hashwini said, how's everyone at home? Very good. So these are all the sample questions that you guys can have. Okay. Family. Now, the next thing is occupation. What's up occupations questions that you guys can have? Example, you can ask, where do you work as? Or what do you work as? Where do you work at? What do you do in daily basis? What's your job actually? Are you in your dream job, Zidu? Usually, right, if you were to ask, right, are you in your dream job, right? 99.5%, except for people in Herbalife will ask you that, but tell you yes lah. I think 99% of people will say no. Yeah, but maybe what we can structure a little bit is usually where all these questions, it's not like a one-off question one. It's like a continuous question. So example, you ask like, what do you do? Are you currently working from home? What do you do in daily basis? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I didn't know that you would do that. Wow, so king one. Oh, okay. Well, do you like what you do? That's why you start prompting. Do you enjoy what you do? Are you passionate about what you do? Yeah, these are the form of questions that you can ask. Okay, good. Now, then of course, the next one is recreation. So recreation, it's all about fun, travel, hobby, that sort of things. So pop in some samples questions over here. You see everybody now, you all got tons of sample questions over here already that you guys can do later on your follow-up call. Okay, your recreations. Maybe you can say things like, okay, what would you do during your free time? If the person say, I don't have free time, you know already, time. What do you do when you're free? What else? What do you enjoy doing over the weekend? Do you enjoy baking? I saw your Instagram. It's like full of cakes. What else? Are you a sport person? I saw that you're pretty outgoing. Yeah. So these are the form of questions that you guys can ask. Yeah, and then you can also ask like, oh, what do you usually do with your kids? Oh, I like doing that as well. Yeah, things like that. Okay, and last but not least, monetary, a very sensitive topic, right? So what sort of questions would you be able to ask on this, on monetary? Scary, right? You want to ask like how much you earn, tell me how much you earn so that you can buy 500 volume point. You reach your full. Sorry. Yeah. So now, so monetary is the part where usually it's not a question that you directly straight away go into the way one. Yeah, usually you have to have something layer on top, which is maybe like family, occupations. When the relationship together with your customer is much closer already, and then sometimes they wouldn't mind actually share to you unless you talk into a very deeper conversations, right? You can say things like, hey, do you have a part-time job? Do you run a side hustle? Yeah, how's your family doing? Is everybody financially okay? And then that's why they start to share more. It doesn't have to directly be like how much you earn, tell me so I can close you, right? But you can always aim to find out more. Yeah, ask a little bit more gentle conversations. Wow, Cindy has very good one. How do you manage all your finances? So many happening in your life. I admire how you segregate it to be able to do this. Very good. Now, Cindy, one thing I want to share with you is when you say, I admire how you segregate and be able to do this, it will also show that you're unable to do this, right? So what you want to do is you can also tell them that I find that people that are able to segregate are really, really amazing. So you can say that so that it shows that, because right now the goal is you want to show that opportunity. So you want to show that you're more capable than them. Yeah, in a way lah. Yeah. So that's one way that you can put it, so that you don't put your, it's like that. You want to make sure that you slowly grow like this by asking questions, okay. Then yeah, usually how do you spend on your children? Okay, good. Now, so asking all these form of questions is very important. Why? Because from that itself, you will get to know where is their point at. Okay. Now, so what I'm gonna to do, right, to everybody over here is I would just like to have a person to act as my customer over here. Okay. Act as my customer, huh? Now, maybe let me choose one person lah. Let's have Siki. Hi, Siki.
Hi.
Okay, Siki. Today you are gonna be my customer itself. Okay. Now I wanna show try do to everybody over here in the situation. Okay. Now, so say for example, in a scenario where right now we are actually having, you texted me. Okay, you told me that the nutrition is a bit expensive. You love the nutrition, but you cannot you can't continue actually taking the nutrition itself because your company just announced salary cut and you want to make sure that you have a lot to save up. Okay. Yeah, so this is the situation. You are this person. Okay. Then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a call together. Okay. So we're gonna have a quick call, and I'm gonna go through all these things together. Okay. So ring ring.
Hello.
Ring, ring. Hi Siki, how are you?
Fine.
You look a bit tired. Are you okay?
Okay. I just not enough sleep today.
Not enough sleep. Wow, why not enough sleep? OT? Are you on OT?
Yeah.
I see. Well, I mean, like, first off, thank you so much for spending time over here for this call. I just really, really want to catch up with you because I haven't talked to you for so long. Yeah. So, you mentioned earlier that I received your text. Of course, I want to say I'm sorry that you are experiencing this. I hope everything is fine. Yeah. How are you coping with it? Are you okay?
So far so good. I still managed to cover my important expenses, but then I will not be enough money to buy the nutrition.
I see. What about your family members? Are they also experiencing this as well?
Some, yeah, for my parents, yes, but not for my sister. My sister is still okay. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, at least everybody is still okay. And are you guys all working from home or still going out?
For me, yes, but for my parents and my sister, they need to go to their workplace.
Ah, okay, okay. Well, definitely have to be safe, right? Yesterday it's like 22K of cases. Like it's a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I see that you actually been working for quite a while, right? Like you are 26, right? 26.
25.
Oh, 25. Okay. So like actually what do you do? What do you do right now at your daily job? I remember you work at American Express, was it?
Yeah.
What do you work as?
I'm an analyst, data analyst,
Wow. So you count numbers, is it?
something like that.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah. Like wow, I mean American Express is such a big company. It must be a really it must be a really big decision for them to actually announce salary cut among the whole company, yeah.
Mm,
Is your all your colleagues also affected?
yeah, mostly.
How are they coping? Are they okay as well?
We, I'm not sure. We don't really talk about it.
Ah, mm. Well, I mean, like to be honest, I well, you know, like going through this journey itself, like experiencing Sarika is definitely not easy. Because definitely there's a lot of things that you need to downgrade and need to save up, right? Yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from and the situations they're experiencing. But I mean, I'm just curious, like, you know, you're going through your job itself. I know you've been working in this job for the past 3 years, correct? Yeah. How is it like so far for you, like in this job? Do you enjoy what you do?
No.
No. So what is your plan? What is your next step or plan in mind?
I actually planned to resign last year, but then due to the pandemic, it stopped my plan to change the job. So I'm actually looking for something. I actually quite lost in my career. I'm looking for a direction. Yeah, this is, and I'm still looking for the direction.
Okay. I'm good to know that because guess what? Like actually, I don't know if you already know, but over here, what I do, right? You remind me so much of myself back then itself because like for me back then, I used to be so lost in terms of my career, right? All I know is I want to earn a lot of money. I want to give it to my parents. I want to give it to my brothers, and that's all, right? But I don't know like where should I go towards. It's like I work so hard until like wow, I'm so tired. And just like you, last time I also look a bit one a bit die already because like OT ma, right? Believer ma. Yeah. But then one thing after that, right? I realized that actually working 9 to 5 is not the only way out to this. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I'm not sure whether you heard or maybe hear some stories or read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad before. But back then itself, there was a time where I saw this video about ESBI lah. Okay, I think probably you know lah. Yeah, about Rich Dad and Poor Dad, and from that itself, I slowly came to notice that wow, actually working for people, it's not the you know it shouldn't be a solution to everything else. It wouldn't complete my dream, right? Because I'm sure you have a dream in yourself as well. Last time I heard it from you, right? You bought a house and right now it's waiting for VP, right? And you are also a bit worried, you know, in terms of like the installments and everything else, and you want to gather your family members all together in the same room to stay together, right? Yeah. So I love how you have always been having a big heart for your family members. You do things not just for yourself, but for your family members as well, right? Now, so by having that say, right, um, I was thinking, like, if you are available, right, on this coming Sunday, we actually have an event, what we call Wellness Expert Concept Overview, right? Of course, this session itself, right, is to showcase and to share with you, like, who are we, what we do. But at the same time, I can actually share, you're going to see a lot of transformations, not just in terms of results, but also about coaches that actually just been through just like you. They all started just like normal human beings, just like me and you, right? but they have actually gone through this journey through this platform, and by helping a lot of people to get what they want, they actually grow in the journey as well. They grow not just financially, they look so much happy, they look so much healthier, and at the same time they are living the life of financial freedom. Yeah, but of course I don't know whether this is for you, right? But what I can do is just join along this session. It's about an hour's time. I believe through that session itself, you probably might see something, but you can also see a bigger thing. It's that we've been here for the past 18 years, and Herbalife Nutrition been here for the past 40 years itself, right? So I really believe that, during this pandemic, the company is still growing. So yeah, I mean, if you have no directions yet, one thing I can point to you is that you want to be in a company that every single people always need and will forever need. Example, health. Yeah. So when you go down the street, right, you ask anybody, do you want to be unhealthy? I tell you, nobody will say no. Yeah. So just hop along on this coming Sunday. It's going to be 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. I believe you might be able to see something over here. Yeah. And then we catch up later on after that call. Okay. Yeah. Would you be able to make it? Is that timing okay? 3:30 to 4:30?
Yeah, just 1 hour, is it?
Yeah, just 1 hour.
Okay.
All right, I'll send you the Zoom link, and then I'll drop you the flyer as well, right? And then from there itself, then I'll see you in the call itself. I'll join along together with you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Siki. All right. Now, so everybody, you guys learned something? Yeah? This is how I basically do my follow-up call. Yeah. My follow-up call, I will try to actually find out more from that. Of course, usually it's longer than this, but this is because I know Siki already. That's why she's here, right? But then I want to share to everybody, this is how the overall flow it's like, right? I will ask them about their family, their occupation. It's not like you have like a list of questions and you be like, yeah, okay, what about family? Oh, what about your job? Okay, if you do that, you're not gonna be able to recruit anybody, right? So this is only the very starting point in terms of how you can actually recruit your customers in terms of people with financial issue, right? But of course, there's many different type of follow-up calls as well. You're gonna pick up along your journey and you're gonna pick it up. But most importantly is master FORM to be part of your questions in asking people, and at the same time have the back in your mind to think with the end in mind. What do you want to create out of these conversations? Yeah, when you're interested towards them, and when you want to find out more of them, you will know what to do with them. Okay, good. You all didn't fall asleep, right? I want to cry if I fall asleep. Okay, now, so that's the part of it. So the next part of it is about storytelling. Okay, storytelling, like just now, right? If added on to what Siki before the invitation part, right? Sometimes if I had time, I would add on this part as well. Is to be a good storyteller, because you want to share the solution, not just to tell about wellness expert has been here for 18 years, Herbalife has been here for 40 plus years. They are both amazing and we're here to help people, right? This is one part, but the other part that really pulls people is by telling stories of different people or even ourselves, right? So I always have a library of coaches of stories in the back of my mind, right? So now today I want to ask you guys a question, okay? Now, if I were to say Grace, when I say Grace, what sort of stories can you think of in one line? Type in the chat box. I saw Ryan cheekily smile. Very worried what he typed. Got two brothers. Social media queen. What else? Social light brownie. Oh my God. So what I'm trying to say is, from the perspective of when you want to recruit a person, right? Think of my profile, my background, not what I like to eat. My background. Okay, my background. What's my background? Hardworking, compassionate, auntie, mommy. Wow. Okay, what else? Come on. Now, so all of you guys, right, are giving like one line of what like character, but what I really meant is the background story of a person. So say for example, no, I'm not a social media influencer. So say for example, Grace, she is a person that is family oriented. She works hard because of her family members, and at the same time she loves her job. At the same time she quit her job afterwards because she found a solution towards this, and she's very young. So what does this mean? It means Grace is a person that is suitable to ABC with people that are young, that has lots of directions, or that are family oriented, want to help family one, right? So then you can tell Grace's story. Get it? Ryan, correct. Hustle through her 9 to 5, but she needs the support and it wasn't enough. Yeah. So this is what I meant. You have to have the back of the story, not what I like to eat. Okay. Like example, like Hui Li. So Hui Li, when you think of Hui Li stories in like one phrase of words, type into the chat box. What's the story or what's the background? Thyroid. Okay, that's for nutrition end, right? But I'm talking about now you want an ABC about business. When you want an ABC about business, Cassandra, she needs 500 per month. What about the rest? Young millennial team. Really calm, confident, smart. Okay, guys, what I meant is like story like what Ryan typed out earlier. The background, not what she's at right now. The background. Oh my God, you guys. A girl who didn't know what to do and what she wanted in life and needed to support her mother, so she just go all out. Good start, good try. Manisha supporting her parents' dream. Yes, that's part of it. What else? Financially independent and support family. Yes, but I'm talking about background. Yeah, so sorry, I have to read Ryan's comment. Yeah, so what I'm talking about is the background of the person, guys. So like for Hui Li, it's good to ABC be people that, you know, just graduated out and then also don't know what to do, but only wanted to look for small part-time income, that slowly found a bigger dream. But at the same time, or you can also share ABC to people that are family oriented, wanted to support parents' dream as well. Or she can be a good person to talk about introvert to where she is right now. That's what I always hear from Ryan. Yeah. So these are the background. Okay. Now next, Ryan. So when you hear Ryan, what's the background of the story? Not about I'm not trying to say that he's good in baking, he's good in cooking, he's a master class. Not that, not that. Don't send that. Okay. Well, type in the chat box. How is Ryan's story? How do you summarize Ryan's background in just one phrase? Nobody know Ryan? Ryan's gonna choke you all. Pick a recipe no more. Say follow y'all. Really? Lost a Google listener, fun and looking to make a change. Wow. Ryan. Okay. Ryan's story is where he come from a background where it's pretty well to do. Both parents earn 5 figures a month, right? Takkan he come out and just work a 9 to 5. He has been always looking for opportunity, but he wasn't sure which path to go with or which path to choose with. So he's very good to ABC with people, right? That has already doing like, I think they're already doing insurance, property, or even like, you know, pretty well to do, but looking for something more purposeful. Yeah, and at the same time, saw a bigger purpose over here, right? And he can use his strength, which is as a psychology, right? In over here in this career. Yeah. And yes, teacher for kids of autism as well. That was his background. So anybody has any background with relevant, that similar background, then you can ABC. Wow, next one, Irene O. Okay, what about Irene's story? This one, your test, you all got listen to coach's highlight or not? Don't tell me she's very fit, you know. Apart from that, don't tell me she's very good in donuts and she has a dog, or she's very fit. It's not all these, okay? How would you summarize Irene's story in just one phrase? To put in the chat box. No. Ha ha ha. You all need to tune into Irene's coach's highlight again, okay? Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna speed up, okay? Next one, Wailing. What is Wailing's story? And what is Manisha's story? You all can type Wailing and then Manisha and then Irene's. Okay, because I need to speed it up. But I just really want that's because these are the people that's really been in Coach's Highlight. That's why I chose them. Wasala say commercial line, long business, started few business. Manisha business owner. Oh my god, guys, now we know what to teach you all. You need to learn how to have a library of stories at the back of your mind, because if you don't know, right, you're going to be very difficult to ABC story to other people. Okay, I'm just going to quickly to summarize. Irene's background is she used to be a personal trainer, and at the same time she runs her own business before last time, a traditional business. So she's very good to it, but the reason why she actually stopped doing those is because now she see a bigger purpose over here, and also the ability to do more, because personal trainer is one-on-one, right? And you can only do so much over that. But and at the same time, running a traditional business is where you have to, she's very gung-ho, you know, last time she will pack everything, she opened up the store, she used to sell tong sui at food court. You all don't know, right? Okay, she's very good to ABC with person that runs traditional business or run their own startup company, and she also used to sell clothes online as well. Okay, so she's a person where she runs several business before, and she used to be a PT. So these two areas are good to ABC with. Okay, and then Weiling's story is she is a corporate person, right? She's the director of a what's that called, a 上市公司, a listed company. Yeah. So why is she doing over here? Like, what does she saw over here that she wanted to be a coach and do Herbalife together over here, right? What did she see? So she's a person good to ABC with people from corporate, like, you know, like that one. People always very scared on Wailing. Wailing birthday, everybody sees scared of her. Then last but not least is Manisha. See, Manisha went through massive transformation herself, wanted to start inspire friends around her. Yeah, and then she wanted to grow herself. Then, of course, along the journey, she also wanted to become a role model for daughter. So she's very good to ABC with mummies, mothers, wanted to be a role model to the kids. And from that, she influenced a lot of families, and you know, she also influenced how her children think, and her child decided to go for nutrition course, right? So these are all the things that you guys have to back in your mind. If you don't know all these stories, it's going to be so tough for you guys to actually ABC or to actually recruit people. Okay, so now we're gonna see Coach's Highlight with at least how many people? 90 packs of people over here. Okay, don't take Coach's Highlight as just something for customers. If you guys don't know who your teammates are, now something I want to share with everybody, like a phrase I learned from Extravaganza, is that you guys know that if you're really serious about this journey, right, you're gonna see each other in this black box, and we're gonna see each other left, right, up, down, right. Every single one of you guys over here, right, we're gonna see for the rest of our life. I'm gonna see Siki with her future husband, with her future kids. I'm gonna see Manisha with her grandchildren, right? I don't know. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that you gotta know your teammates, you gotta know your partners. If you don't know our stories as well, it's gonna be a big problem. Okay, good. Now, so by having that said, we're going to the very last part of it. The last part of it over here, we've gone through be observant, we gone through having conversations, we gone through how to ask the right questions, and we had like a role play together with Siki. We also share with everybody how to have a library of coaches' stories in the back of your mind. And last but not least, invitation to HOM. Actually, invitation is the easiest part when you do the front part of it. Invitation is just like, hey, I'm having this thing. Do you want to come and check out? Right? That's all. It's as simple as that. But of course, I'm not going to go through this whole script, but you guys can take a screenshot. These are like some of the conversations. You can change tweets here and there, but you can take a screenshot as well in terms of like the flow of it and how I invite. So this is how I invite like customer that just want to consume. Maybe the nutrition is very expensive, see enough of value through the nutrition. So you can take a screenshot on this. Okay, I'm not going to go through because it's pretty much the same that I just role play with Siki. Take a screenshot already? Good. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, next one, this one is also a conversation with existing customers as well, but it's in the part where you know that they are ready to listen or to see about the business. Okay, so this part, what's so different about the previous one is just this part I added on about asking them to take note about the vision, the mission, and also the story behind the people over here. Okay, right. So these are the things. Okay, good. Now, so by having that said itself, right, we haven't end today's session, but these are the 5 cycles that everybody over here have to master, okay? Because only by mastering this itself, you will be able to actually have deeper conversations and at the same time talk to your customers and build better relationship, and from there you can recruit them to this journey itself. Okay, good. Now, so of course, the next part of it, right? So what happens when your customers comes in on board already? What do you want them to do? Because sometimes you're very scared to invite them, or sometimes you'll be like, well, you know, like when they come, it's like, it's okay, I sayang you. You didn't come team meeting, no problem. I write all the notes for you, later I send to you. Then you just see can already, right? This is what you're doing right now. Is you're spoiling your kid. Right? So you don't want to do that. And that is why I'm going to invite this amazing panelist over here, right? Which is, he has a lot of interns over there. And at the same time, I've been seeing how he actually grew, how he changed his pin. And at the same time, the organization that he has, the amount of initiative that his interns has, it's amazing. Okay. So what I really want everybody to take note is what sort of expectations and what's your communications does he communicate and talk to his customers, his interns or his recruits from that itself, so that you know what type of people you want to attract, because you don't want to just have the whole kampong come, right? But you will also want to attract people that are good qualities as well. Okay, so that is why I would like to pass the floor to our coach Ben. Hi Ben. Hello Ben, are you there?
You can go to
Hello, hi, I'm here. Amazing.
Hi, Ben.
Yes.
All right. Now, what I'm going to do is share your screen.
Yes. Thank you so
Okay.
sharing on how to actually follow up with customers and how to build with the recruitment part. Right. So before I actually start on today, right? We're gonna actually speak on the expectation communication, like what kind of people that we want to build in our team, right? What kind of energy that we want to actually have. So this pair, yeah, next slide. Okay. So before you want to actually start building a team or you want to run a business, there's a few things that you want to ask yourself. That number one, you want to actually ask yourself that, are you really seriously here to build the business? Like, how serious are you here to build the business? Are you here like part-time and you just want to, you know, see how far does the business goes, or you want to like, you know, okay, I'm just going to do this along the way, by the way, or you really want to build this up? That's the first question you want to ask yourself, right? Second question is that you want to ask yourself, what kind of team member do you want to have in your
I think Coach Ben is having some lagging, or is it me? Yeah.
He's
Okay.
lagging. He's lagging.
It's Ben. It's Ben. You're fine.
Hello?
Hi Ben, are you back?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, we couldn't hear you. Is your internet
Oh, I think
fine?
is my internet better right now?
Yes.
Okay, let me just switch that. Okay, so what was the last one if you guys heard?
What sort of team members do you want to have?
Okay, all right. So what kind of team members do you guys actually want to have? What kind of strength are you looking into the people, right? And the third one, you want to draw a vision organization chart. Every company that you go, or any company that you work, you see there's an organization chart, right? You can see, okay, there's a director, and below director, they got CEO, or they got the assistant managers and all these kind of things coming in. Now, why do people actually have that? It's because they know how to, take care of few little things. So now, for example, is that when you have more coaches in you, it means you're supporting more clients. So same thing, we want to actually draw a vision organization chart, right? And three things what I actually like to be: an ant, soldier, and a farmer. Now, what it means that ant doesn't know when to give up. Regardless, whatever you put in front, it always finds a way to get to the food, right? Soldier, a person who doesn't know what is giving up. And farmer's attitude, they do the seed planting and they don't even know when they're going to do the harvest, but they keep doing it. They don't give up. So these are the three kind of attitude what you want to look into your team. All right. So what is vision board actually? Like, what kind of vision are you? So let me tell you a little bit back in my experience that when I got started, it was just me alone, right? I was having the mind, okay, I need to build a team. I need to build a team. I need to build a team, but I did not create that space to building a team. Now, what I mean, create the space on it. When you put an empty box in your organization chart. Now, for example, you see the green and the blue and a little bit yellow, right? You need to actually put these people's name in empty first. When you put the names in empty, the people will come and fill up the space. It can be 3 months, it can be 6 months, but surprisingly, you start to see the people will walk into the space. Okay, so look into your organization chart right now and see how many people do you actually have. And then put the empty space. Now, second thing, the next thing what you want to actually look at is that choose the right frequency. What kind of frequency kind you actually want to have in your mind? Speak with your confidence, be bold, but not rude. This is very, very, very important, because when you are getting someone in your team, right, your confidence speaks it. Now, why you have to be confident and, on this? Because number one, you are their coach. You are their coach. So when you're confident of yourself, right, when you are confident of yourself and you know what you can do. For example, you are helping people to lose that 5 kilos, that 10 kilos. You know you can help them to lose that 5 kilos. You know you can actually help them to lose the 10 kilos. Same thing over here. When you recruit them or when you get them in your team, you have to be confident that you know when they follow that path, follow the system, they can definitely make an income. So before that, you need to do the income first. Are you making that 2,000 ringgit? Are you making that extra 3,000 ringgit? Thirdly, be willing to teach and share your experience to those who earn your time. Earn my time meaning is that they do exactly what kind of homework you give them. If you give them a task, after this, they get back to you. They are more proactive. This kind of character that you want to look in. So when you set the frequency that in your mind, you're going to attract this kind of people in. So the next slide I'm going to show is that what kind of people that do you want to make you as an ideal teammate? The first question that you want to actually ask them is that what kind of value can they add to your team? What is the value they can carry? Are they a person that can actually carry love and compassion? Are they a person who can carry into of building contents for the team? Are they a person who can actually build more strategy and numbers? What is the value that you see in them? And they are here to build their businesses, their dreams, and their goal. So they have to be more serious than you. So the need for them is higher than your need. All right. And they have to be an excellent student. Now, what I mean an excellent student is that give them a simple task in the beginning and see how are they catching up to it. Like, for example, when they attend training, you can look at them, what have they taken note? And then you can just stop them and say, what have you studied for the day? I mean, what have you learned of today? If they're able to tell you like from the beginning of 2 o'clock session to all the way right now, meaning they really take down notes and being an excellent student. But if they say, oh, the training was great, I learned a lot, then you know what kind of student are they. It depends on how initiative are they doing, and attitude of gratitude. This is extremely very, very important, because regardless where they go, they are always falling back to their coach and asking, how can I do it better? What are the things am I missing? All right, it's not just going back to the coach when they have problem, but even when you great news, they're always the first person to be excited to share with the coach. All right, so these are the element that you can actually look at for your ideal teammate. Now, these are some of the red flags that I put into like my standards, like my requirement. If I want to actually build a team, I will actually do that, right? Number one, I'll say if they miss training 2 times in a row, that is a out, like bye-bye, you go. If they don't complete a homework, out you go. Number 3, if the cameras are not on during the Zoom trainings or sessions, bye-bye. Number 4, if they miss the training and they did not inform coaches, I'm talking this mostly intern trainings, right? If they miss the training and they did not inform coaches or anything, there you go. And after any mega events and there was no focus group done within 72 hours, this is all the red flags. Now, I want you to imagine, this can be a little bit strict for some of you or some, but put this in a real world, working world outside there. If you don't come to work or you don't come to any meeting 2 times in a row, what do you think your boss is going to be doing for you? If you don't complete the task what your boss gives to you, what's going to happen to you? Exactly. Imagine if you don't come to work or you don't come to meeting and you don't even inform your boss what's happening. And the last one, imagine if you like go disappear. This is something you had. So imagine you go disappear for 1 week, 2 weeks, and then you don't attend to training, don't attend to anything, and after that you'll be like, do you think that you can come back to work like nothing happened? No, your boss is definitely going to ask you. If you put the same kind of mindset inside and put into your dreams, things will change. So let me show you what are the green flags of what we are looking into. Exactly, probably fire don't even need a reason. Yes. So these are the red flags. So let me tell you what the green flags are. Well, these are the things that what you want to look into. It's not just the number of clients they build, but the consistency of them attending the trainings. Even though they're struggling to get evaluation, even though they're struggling to get 1 million, appreciate their time and the effort they're making to attend the training, to come then to learn. Number 2, you want to do no politics and no gossips. Number 3, treat your family as a member, as a family member. Treat your team as a family member, right? You want to actually put them with manner, respect, love, giver, and compassion. Now, what does that actually mean? Can everybody hear?
Yeah, Ken.
Okay, great. So what does that actually mean on that? In summary, is that people who, it's like how you actually have your siblings at your house. How do you actually treat your own mom, your own dad, your own brothers? You want to create that kind of bond in your team, right? Instead of like a working space, you know how we do our work click. We come to work morning, hey, hi, okay, have you had a coffee? Okay, yes, okay, then we do our stuff and everything, finish and go back. Yeah, so that kind of stuff, right? Yes. So the last one is that be real, be human, and care for your team first. This is something that is very, very, very that caught me out. That there's a saying, when you take care of your team will take care of your customers. Your customers will take care of the business. It's how you take care of your team, right? Now, I know some of you guys are already coming in. Now, when I say take care of your team, it's not pampering. It is not feel like, oh my God, my team members, okay, don't worry, don't get angry, don't be scared. It's not like that, all right? There's a difference, all right? You want to be real caring for them. You really want to keep them with love, right? Now, the next slide I actually want to talk about is more into, yes. So if you want to actually look what does it take to be a WXS coach, right? Take a screenshot of this, right? This is what it takes for you to be in WXS coach. So some of you guys intern over here, you guys may not have qualified into this group yet. For you to qualify, right? Yeah, for you to qualify as well, you need this. And for your upcoming coaches who are actually going to be, you have people coming in, these are the requirements that they need to pass in. They need to pass through all that 5, complete the 6 and 7, and then, you know, when you complete the 5, then they can actually work and do it. So this is very, very important, because all of us, every one of us are actually following this. There is a reason why this thing is built with this kind of requirement, right? Now, this is WXS KL requirement. That means in terms of paper, in terms of qualifications, I mean, like the basic skills and everything. The next thing what you want to look at is their internal self. Like, what kind of people that you want to have? You want to have people who actually have an entrepreneur mindset. An entrepreneur mindset where they actually have like a growth mindset. When there's any challenges comes in or any kind of situation comes in, they don't just sit down and then start crying and complaining and everything, but they instead come and find out, the coach, I have this issue and everything, but I've thought about this kind of solution and everything. What kind of solution can we actually work on? This kind of people on it, and never give up, right? You can know, you know, what kind of character they are, right? And also they're emotional. How healthy is emotional? Look at them whenever you just start doing follow-up calls, and you know, when you start talking to them and everything, how excited are they normally, how energetic they are, you know. And it's not about love to the products or love to you as well. See how do they really nurture love around their lives as well, towards their husband, towards the children, towards the people, towards the community. You can literally see and how happy they are. So these are the few things that what you want to take note on it before you should get them into your team, right? Yes. So these are the some of the things that what I should look before I should get them into building a team. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ben.
No problem.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, so just now itself from Ben sharing, basically it's the flow after when you recruit your people coming into the team itself, right? You want to make sure that you are growing together with them and you're helping them grow. It's not just about getting them in and then you don't know what else to do already. Okay, so that is why coming on to this part, this particular slide is very, very important. You gotta screenshot this or even have a copy of it at the back of your brain. Because why? Because every single recruit or every single people who comes into this journey, you want to recruit them, you also want to make sure that you want them to actually go through this process itself. Right? Of course, where we're coming from, it's after they go through the 10-day challenge or they are ongoing through the program. And then from that itself, they probably see something. Okay, that's where the conversations of like the 5 cycle, right? The 5 cycle over here, right, comes in. Okay, so like this cycle comes in between your conversations between the 10-day challenge or 21-day challenge based on the challenge that your tap team coach is running. And then from that itself, that's where you also write them over to MOP or to BTC. Or let's say example, a person say, I want to run a business, but I don't want to join BTC, can I? You say leh? Cannot lah, right? Yeah, because you want to show them how is it possible. And then this is the place where you get even better results. Results attract customers, right? You want to help them to grow customers. Okay, so on the left side over here, on the right side over here is a part where it's a customer flow. Okay, it's a part where you want to cook them slowly to help them to see what you're doing, that sort of stage. And then what Ben shared earlier, right? It's the stage where they're starting to come to the picture. They said they want to do the business. They went to the HOM. They chose C and D. They want to become part-time coach or they want to build a career over here, right? And that is where what Ben has shared, right? It's to share with everybody the communication and the expectation. Because what you want to make sure is you don't want to have coaches that acts like the ambassador. You don't want to have coaches that doesn't want to attend to trainings. You don't want to have coaches that you find so difficult to drag them. You have to remind them on every single meeting. right? So that is what you don't want to have. And of course lah, if you don't have that, you are who you attract, right? So you don't want to do that as well lah. Okay, good. Now, so of course, last but not least, before I wrap up today's session, I just want to share with everybody this particular quote over here. It's something that I always kept in mind. It's, you can have everything in life you want if you just help enough people, other people, to get what they want. Okay, because over here in Herbalife business is very simple. You help as many people to get results. You show as many opportunity and possibility to your customers itself. When they see where you're doing, and you help them to achieve, not to say help them achieve, but help them to see what these platforms have to give to them. And then when they say yes, when they grow together with you, that's when you grow as well. Okay, yeah. So basically, it's this is on today's session. I hope today itself helped everybody to master better in terms of asking the right questions, mastering this 5 cycle over here, right? Being observant, doing your conversations, you want to observe how they talk and asking the right questions. At the same time, this one I'm very angry. Knowing coaches' stories on the back of your mind. And last but not least, inviting them to HOM. Okay, by doing so, that's where your business is gonna grow. Try to gauge yourself every single month. Ask yourself, how many people exactly do you invite to HOM? Right? Then that's when you know if your business is growing. If every single week or bi-weekly basis you have nobody into the HOM session itself, then how are you gonna show people the possibility? Right? We can't represent everything what Herbalife is. The best way is show them, let them see. Okay, so we're gonna see HOM invitation gonna be more and more, right? And coaches highlight as well, yeah. All right, thank you so much. This is my session for today. I'm gonna pass it back to Coach Ryan.
Thank you so much, Coach Grace. Fantastic session. I hope every one of you learn about recruitment. So now I want to open up the floor for Q&A. Does anyone have any questions that you want to ask regarding recruitment? Just now I saw a few questions asking about it, or you want to clarify certain things that you may have asked. So be brave, unmute your mic, and then can ask the questions. You're being observed. Okay, so so everyone who has any questions here that you want to ask or want to clarify, or everyone knows how to do recruitment 100% already? How come towards the end of the session 50% off camera? Huh?
There's already red flag already. It's a red flag.
Red flag, alert. Really? No questions?
I have got one question.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So let's say that person is having financial difficulty, and then we suggest about the HOM, and then they said, no, it's okay. I know I'm facing financial difficulty, but I don't want to do the business because it's not something they're into it. Then what do you do then? Do you still try to show them the opportunity, or just keep it like that?
Very good question. Now, so what you want to do is you want to differentiate 2 things. This person, are they open for solution? Are they ready on open for solution? Sometimes people has this situation, but people are not open to this solution. There's 2 things you can do. Number 1, you want to find out why does he not want to do it? Is there like certain perceptions that he has installed in his mind that like, oh, becoming Herbalife means you have to knock the door and you have to sell, give flyer or what? Like what sort of like perception does he has in his back of his mind? You don't need to give example first, like you just ask him like, okay, so like, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, right, I'm just curious, like, I know that you can see this as a business and all, but I just felt that it's something that is possible for you as well. What's on the back of your mind? Yeah, you can ask this law. And then secondly, it's that if the person is just saying, if he sees something that he misunderstood and things like that, then you from there you go on. But of course, if the person just say, no, I just felt it's I'm looking for something else, probably just not this. Yeah, then you say no problem. I mean, like I'm always be here. I'll be here whenever you're ready. Yeah, but at the same time, if you know of anybody else out there that needs a solution to losing weight, to shape up, feel free to let me know. I'll be really, really happy and make sure that they really get results. Yeah, like that. Then you just keep in touch. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you, Robin.
Do take note that, just to add up, you want to know there's 4 categories of people. 4 categories of people. And 95% of the people will not be in the business. Only 5% of the people will be part of your business, right? So sometimes when you ask, it's good to ask to clarify, but of course, some people are just meant not to do the business. Maybe it's just for now. Maybe it's just now. Okay, but maybe 1 year down the road or 6 months down the road, they might be the key person. We just don't know. So there's 4 categories of customer. So one will be happy customer. They just purely want to consume only. I won't introduce anyone to you. I want to drink. I love the products. I'm going to continue. Okay. And then second category of people is happy ambassadors. I don't mind sharing with people, I don't mind introducing people. And then there's the third category, which is some people might see it can be meeting as a builder, but there's a difference. There is volume producer and also builder. Volume producer is what they can be doing 2,500 volume point as a customer, just introduce people to you, but they're not necessarily is your builder. Okay, yeah. So maybe some of you here, honestly, you might be a volume producer. We don't know, right? So it might change. And then builder is like go all out and I'm going to do this. This is going to be part of my career, that kind. Okay, so you just need to know which category of people that this person is for now. It might change later down the road. We wouldn't know. Okay, so have the right expectations and clarify and then give them what they want. Help them in terms areas that they want. Okay, thank you so much, Win.
Thank you. Anybody else has questions?
Hello, coaches. I have questions.
Hello. I think that's Jaylene.
Yeah. Hello. So, okay. So I know this person, right? He has a little bit of finance struggle, but I want to introduce him the business, but I don't know how to go to, how to.
Very good. Then based on what you have learned today, what do you think you need to do?
Start from the FORM.
First thing first, is he a customer or is he not a customer?
No, he's not a customer.
He's a friend.
He's a family member.
Oh, he's a relative.
Yeah.
Okay. Then second thing is why do you think that he needed this opportunity? Because he told you, or how do you know that he needed it?
I think he might need this because I feel like he's quite lost of direction also. So I'm not sure whether this opportunity is something that he want to look to. Yeah.
Okay. Now, so for this situation, right, basically it's a situation where you aim to recruit. So today's topic, we cover about customers to recruit itself, right? So in this situation, what I'll usually do is I'll actually find out more from him first, and then I'll actually do the same thing as well, FORM, and then I'll invite them and I'll share story, and I'll invite them to HOM. It's still the same thing. Yeah, FORM, ask the right questions, and then storytelling, and then invitation. Yeah, so just go through that flow, but don't worry, you can reach out to us when you're unsure of it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, coaches.
It's always the same flow. Thank you, Jaylene.
Thank you.
Yeah, pass back to you, Ryan.
So basically, it's like imagine yourself doing an evaluation is the same. You are asking questions to find out their eating habits. So in this case, you're finding out more about their life, their jobs, and everything. Then only you provide a solution. Okay, so that's all for today. But just a few announcements, right? We later on, actually, in a few more minutes at 3:30, we're going to have our BTC orientation. If you're not in BTC as well, join in now so that you can tune in to actually understand more, and you know how to promote to your customer, and your customers who are not in BTC can join in as well. Let them see what is it all about also. Okay, and then